Hey, everyone! Today's topic is how to overcome anger in just 5 minutes. One of my students recently shared a story with me, and I'd like you all to hear it. I think many of you have probably faced something similar at some point, and even listening to it might make you mad, let alone how my student felt. Here's the story. This student and another person once teamed up to start a shop together, pooling their money. Things went well for a while, and they started making profit. But then, as money came in, disagreements popped up, leading to conflicts and disputes. The problem? At the start, they didn't clearly define their roles or benefits, so now they're constantly arguing and throwing tantrums. My student's furious, thinking, "We agreed on this from the beginning, and now you're backing out." They're so upset they can't focus on work, and it's really taking a toll. That's why they emailed me for help. Today's program will address this exact issue. I'm not some saint who never gets angry or loses my temper, none of us are. We all grow and learn over time, picking up methods to handle things better. I used to be a very hot-headed person, and honestly, I still get heated sometimes. But with the techniques I'm sharing today, out of 10 times you might feel angry, you could calm yourself down 8 times, leaving only 2 instances where you lose control. The method I'm teaching is super simple, just 2 steps. Let's start with step 1. This is the first part of overcoming anger in 5 minutes, and it's incredibly important, more so than step 2, which I'll cover later. Even though step 1 is basic, it's key. Here it is. When you're angry, take a moment to pause. Tell yourself, give myself 5 minutes to deal with this anger. You don't need to remember much, just this one thing. Give yourself 5 minutes to process it. Saying this to yourself acts like a brake, keeping you from exploding. After those 5 minutes, if you still want to lash out, yell, or fight, that's your call, but please, just give yourself those 5 minutes first. That's step 1, nothing fancy, but it's crucial. Master this, and we can move to step 2. Now, here's step 2, curing your anger within those 5 minutes while you're still heated. Step 2 involves figuring out what's making you angry. Is it a person or a thing? Is it someone you know, even someone close, or is it an event or a stranger who upset you, whether intentionally or not? The approach differs depending on the cause. Let's start with the first case, someone making you furious, someone you want to tear into because they've pushed you over the edge. To recap, step 1 is giving yourself 5 minutes, telling yourself to hold off. Once you've done that, use those 5 minutes with step 2. For a person, sit down for 5 minutes, write at your desk if you have to, and close your eyes. If it's too crowded, just look down at your feet and focus. Now, imagine the face of the person who's angered you. This could be someone who betrayed you, hurt you with harsh words, a family member, coworker, or friend, anyone who's caused you pain. Picture their face clearly. Close your eyes if you can, and visualize them standing in front of you, like they're on a screen. Let's say this is someone I really dislike. I look straight at their face, then imagine pushing their image a little farther away. Zoom out slowly, making their face smaller. Keep going, push it farther, shrinking it more. Use your imagination to move this person you hate far away in your mind, farther and farther, until they're just a tiny dot. At that point, your anger might start to fade because, in your mind, you've distanced them from you. This isn't some mystical or superstitious trick, it's a technique widely used in psychological therapy to address emotional issues. I'm not saying you have mental health problems, it's just a practical tool. First, it calms you down. Second, it lets you face the person you despise head-on, then mentally push them away with your effort. Practice this often, and you'll find that person loses their power to hurt you. Trust me on this, it works. Spend those 5 minutes doing this, and you'll notice that pushing them away helps you cool off. Once you're calm, take a deep breath and shift your focus to something unrelated to that person. At first, you might still feel the sting or frustration they caused, that's normal. But whenever the anger flares up again, repeat the process, visualize their face, push it far away until it's a tiny dot, and tell yourself, "You're just a speck, you mean nothing in my life." If they're younger or your age, use you. If they're older, say, "Sir or ma'am, you're nothing to me, I won't let you hurt me anymore." That's how I've saved myself from pain caused by others, even former close friends. This is also a scientifically backed method. Remember, use this when someone hurts you. Now, what if it's not someone you know, like a stranger or an event, that's upsetting you? How do you calm down? Again, start with step 1, give yourself 5 minutes, don't forget. If it's a stranger or object causing the pain, keep a small notebook and pen with you at all times, in your bag or wallet. If you don't have a notebook, fold a couple of A4 sheets and carry those with a pen. Here's what to do. When you have paper and a pen, write down what's hurting you. Face it head on. That's the best way to overcome anger, not by running from it. Don't plug your ears and say, "I don't want to hear this." Avoiding it will haunt you longer. The more you run, the more it torments you. Look at people who've lost their minds due to psychological trauma. They often ran from their anger, and it destroyed them. We need to confront it instead. Let me share my own example. Strangers often hurt me by posting nasty, untrue comments on my videos. You know how much effort goes into my clips, brain power, editing, and costs, all for a week's work. Many of you don't even watch and just scroll by, but some attack me with harsh words. This is an educational channel, not some entertainment show. I'm used to it now, but early on, it was tough. For instance, someone wrote, "This guy is 100% from a pyramid scheme, a total scammer." Reading that made my blood boil. I wanted to explode. Imagine you're an employee or student preparing a presentation for your boss. You work day and night, feeling proud, and then someone in the audience says, "You're as dumb as a cow." Wouldn't you be mad? Of course. You'd think, if I met you in person, I'd choke you. I'm using casual language so you get it. This isn't about cursing, but reflecting real emotions. Here's how I handled it. I wrote that exact comment on a blank sheet. "This guy is 100% from a pyramid scheme, a total scammer." Then, I asked myself the first question, is this true? I circled the parts that hurt most, pyramid scheme and scammer, the words that made me want to strangle the commenter. I asked, is this true? In my mind, I drew an arrow from those words and wrote, no. For scammer, I told myself, am I a scammer? I reflected honestly, not justifying to you, but talking to myself. No, I live at home, and the police haven't called. No one sued me. If they did, I'd countersue for defamation. It's untrue. For pyramid scheme, I thought, I've even made videos warning about them, and my record shows no ties to any pyramid company. I wrote false, defamation next to it, feeling proud. Then, the second question, are there other reasons? I thought it over and realized this person was just venting for fun, no evidence, no basis. So, I concluded, this is a baseless, defamatory rant from someone who knows nothing about me. That restored my confidence and calmed me a bit. Next, I asked, do they have the right to hurt me? No, this type of person is toxic. I decided, I never want to deal with them again. If they're on social media, I'd block them instantly. If they're a friend, I'd block their number, Facebook, and cancel plans. If they're a coworker, I'd keep my distance and stay cautious. If they're my boss, hard to avoid, I'd stay vigilant with every word they say and consider quitting if it doesn't improve after a while. This ties back to the earlier example, though I tried to separate it. Sometimes life's issues overlap. When I block someone online who insulted me, their future comments vanish. YouTube and Facebook have filters. I hide them, so even if they spend 15 to 20 minutes or 3 minutes typing a long rant, I block them in 1 second without reading. That prevents future anger from similar incidents. Here's another example, something or a stranger causing the issue. Say your laptop battery dies, forcing you to work at a cafe. Anyone who's used a laptop knows how stressful a dead battery is. Unplug it, and it shuts off instantly. A worn battery can be managed, but a broken one means you're tethered to the outlet. Now, imagine you're at the cafe, working on a crucial presentation, typing away, but you forget to save. Then, a customer sits next to you, using a big charger. Most outlets have 3 to 5 slots, and with a big charger in the middle, the sides get blocked. This guy yanks your charger to plug his in, not knowing your battery's dead. Your laptop dies, and hours of work, due at noon, are gone. Can you picture that? It's infuriating, blood-boiling rage. You might want to punch them. If you could, you'd do it out of frustration, your hard work erased by someone's carelessness. What do? Hold on, don't swing yet. Give yourself 5 minutes, even if you're fuming silently. Sit there, grab paper, and write down what's hurting you. That guy erased my data and effort. Circle the painful parts, data, and effort, the core of your anger. Ask the first question, is this true? Did he really erase my data and effort? You think, he didn't mean to, he didn't know my battery was dead. But still, he should have asked, can I unplug this? Lots of laptops have bad batteries, so he should have checked. That's his fault. If he hadn't unplugged it, I wouldn't have lost anything, clearly his mistake. Now, the second question, are there other reasons? Reflect deeper. You might realize, if my laptop had a battery, this wouldn't have happened. Or, if I'd picked the bottom slot, he wouldn't have unplugged me, there'd be space. Or, if I'd saved regularly, it wouldn't matter. Then, no one cares but my family. When I saw him approach, I should have spoken up, like, hey, my laptop's broken, plug in slowly so I can save. Life's rule, no one looks out for you but yourself. So, summing up, his fault was unplugging without asking. My faults: no battery, no regular saving, poor slot choice, and not understanding life's realities. Who's to blame? 4 points, 80% my fault, 20% his. Fix the bigger issue first, myself. Buy a new battery. Instead of choking him, get a battery. Fixing this eliminates the other problems: no data loss, no need to save constantly, and a stable power source. That calms my anger and prevents future incidents. This method also gives you a plan: buy a battery, and similar anger won't return. Even if someone unplugs you later, you're safe. Remember, for strangers or objects, follow these steps. 1. Write down what hurts you. 2. Ask, is this true, and answer honestly. 3. Ask, any other reasons, and conclude with action. Step 2 looks complex but is easier once step 1, giving yourself 5 minutes, kicks in. Practice pausing for 5 minutes, ideally when you're calm and energized, preparing for future anger. Step 2 is the critical, mandatory part. Is it hard? Yes, but anything valuable takes effort. Love yourself more. Many are ruined by anger. Some live kindly until a rage-fueled crime wrecks their life. Others hurt people, never imagining the regret that follows. You've been hurt by angry people too. If you control half your anger out of 10 instances, life gets so much better. I don't need you to be perfect. We both cause and receive pain from anger. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.